Try this again. It's a little bit better, but I know it's going to shake like crazy once the motor starts and it starts to resonate. But the picture will be a little bit better probably. We'll see. I'm just out kind of piddling around today. It's really shaky. I don't like it. What this Suzuki's doing, it's just sitting there. As you can hear, it's got a really high idle. Usually goes about 3,000 RPM. It's supposed to be, I don't know, much lower than that. It's something I'm gonna have to piddle with later, kind of figure it out, see what's going on. Probably just gonna go down the hill here, go out to a place called Falls Mills, go the back way. It's going to be cold because the sun's already down behind the trees. I'm starting to be able to see my breath. It's fogging up my glasses and my visor pretty good. Now I'm just sitting here waiting on traffic. It's not too bad. Just wish it was a little bit warmer. It could stand to be a little bit warmer, but whatever. Okay, this truck. Not trying to obscure my speedo. Just so happens that I have the phone my phone mounted kind of on the handlebar. That's just kind of where it's sitting. So going about 45, dodging some of the bumps. There we go. It's not too bad. Yeah, I've got a little bit of a dead spot between 3,000 and 4,000. I don't know if that's just inherent to the bike, if it's just you know, in a high gear and too high of a gear, if it's just that's where the dead spot is. I don't know if it's because of my fueling issue from the previous owner. I don't know if it's yeah, it could be a lot of things. Could just be the way the bike is, and it doesn't want to be in the high gear between 3,000 and 4,000. I don't know. Turn right here. Not really going to hit the road particularly hard or anything like that because I didn't come across this way, so I really don't know how you know, if there's going to be any wet spots in the road or anything like that. And 55, 6 gear. What's this Jeep doing? Don't be stupid, bro. Yeah, I'm taking the corners a little bit slow. As you can see, there's pretty good amount of snow. Well, not really a good amount, but I guess any amount on street bike looking out is kind of weird. My face isn't really too cold. I've got a little uh-oh, what's going on here? Got a little gator scarf. Fallen rock. You don't see that very much. You usually just see the signs. But if my voice is weird, it's because my gator keeps getting caught in my mouth. I guess they're just gonna get it out of the way and frig off. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm really sorry about the camera shaking. There's not really much I can do about that. I've thought about getting a little bit, a little GoPro and a helmet mount, all that stuff. But I mean, I ride for fun. And I'm not a YouTuber or anything like that, so it would really be kind of a waste of money, I think. I mean, there's a couple of really good roads around here for riding, but I'm not that good that anybody's going to be impressed at the videos that I would be able to make. So I just ride for fun. With COVID going on and everything, it's just kind of, giving me a lot of free time, and can usually ride my bike as much as I'm going to ride it for about $5 a day. I recently got a new seat, a little beaded seat cover, and it's made the seat a little bit better. It's hard, and my butt gets really cold. Like right now, my butt is freezing. But if my butt goes numb, that means my butt won't hurt from riding so long. So I guess it's kind of a win-win, really, if you think about it. Some cool RV. Yeah, my exhaust is a little bit loud. I got two inserts, and one fell out. Don't know where it went. The little bolts that came with it were really close to not fitting well. They're almost too small to begin with. So that's probably what's happened. It's come out, fell out in the road somewhere. Who knows? A lot of mud on the road. That's awesome. That's great. But yeah, bike will turn about 38 to 4,000 RPM at 55. I guess it's technically a 5-speed with a 6-gear overdrive. I just call it a 6-speed, whatever. Same thing. I don't know. But so far, I haven't really had any trouble, keeping up with traffic or, anything like that. It's a 750. It's an 83 before they sleeved the cylinders down and made them a 700 or the V45 1100. So I just hope it doesn't sound too much like a V-twin. I don't think it does, but I mean, it's a cruiser style bike, and most people either think, well, everything's either a crotch rocket or a Harley. There's no real in between. But I mean, this is, it's a cruiser body, cruiser frame, but engine is anything but. It's revs high, revs pretty freely with me on it. I'm not a small dude, and of course, there's a few times, going up a hill or something, like, oh, I wish I had an 1100, but I don't know, this is fine for me. It's my first bike, got it back in the summer, had a few previous owner issues that previous owner kind of left me with, but it seems to run pretty well. going to go very far out through here because the temperature and the sun kind of going down the mountains and stuff. It's going to be pretty legit chilly soon. And at this speed, every time I exhale, it fogs up my visor a little bit. But really, the only thing, I'm only cold. My hands, of course. I don't have very good gloves. I know I should get some good ones. I'm gonna see if I can't get some with some Christmas money or something like that. You know, it's just an expense that I don't know. I'll kind of postpone a little bit, I guess you could say. And get a really good helmet. Probably one with a flip down sun visor, because where I wear glasses, it's misery trying to ride against the sun at any point in the year. Glasses are a pain in the butt. So guys fishing there, having fun. Can't tell if there's ice on the pond or not. It might be, I don't know. I think I'm just going to turn around down here. I'm not going to go all the way down up to the gravel road because my face is really starting to feel it, and so are my ears. I've got really big ears and they get cold really quickly and easily. So checked behind me and there's nobody behind me. See, there's that high idle again. It sounds like I'm trying to race everybody whenever I come up to a light. That's not my intention. It's just I've got 4 carburetors and they are, oh my god, my visor is completely fogged up. Holy cow. There we go. Oh, my glasses too. That's awesome. Yeah, so the last time I rode, I think it was Saturday or Sunday, my odometer just randomly started working. It's not worked the entire time I've had it. Don't know why it decided to, but I am not going to argue with it because I'm kind of glad to have it. It's kind of a nice little feature that when you don't have it, kind of makes things a little bit asinine, trying to figure out mileage, and you have to use apps and GPS and all that stuff. Now, unfortunately, the trip meter still will not work. I don't know if it's not pulled out or in, or I don't know. I've not had it out of the bike. I've kind of read a few little facts and, you know, little things like that, but I've just not wanted to really mess with it, truthfully. I usually, whenever I go ride, I'll just go directly to a gas station, fill up, and that usually gives me around 100 miles, which is, I don't know, it's averaging about 31 point something, I believe, when I measured it back in the summer, which is a little low because, of course, you know, some guys claim to get up 40 or so, but between it being running really, really, really rich, you know, I think that's I don't see how it could get much more than that anyway, but I know I could probably get just a little bit better if I can get the carbs tuned up really well. Sorry, I'm snorting snot. It's just, it's cold. It's chilly. I used to ride my 4-wheelers and 3-wheelers in the snow and everything, and of course then I had one of those really big you know, thermal insulated one-piece coverall suits. You know, it's brown and all that good stuff. And unfortunately, my jeans are too short or something. They ride up, so my I'm not completely exposed on my legs, but they don't stay draped over the tongue on my boots that I've got. So, okay. Let it out a little bit here. I know you're not going to be able to tell from this video, but it is a little bit louder on the left side. Not much, just a little bit. It's actually not that loud of an exhaust even when it doesn't have mufflers on it. I rode it once when I first got it without the muffler, even the tips on it, because I was trying to figure out, what kind they were. They don't fit right. They are, it's really, really hacked together. It's a shame, really, but I mean, it is what it is. I'd really like to get custom set up with some old style mufflers that sweep up kind of like a CB350F or a 750, the type that kind of come up at an angle, or even like the 87, 88 Super Magnas. Those are some pretty cool pipes too. But that's all in the future. I'm just trying to enjoy it while I can, as I can. Temperature seems to be, it holds pretty steady. I've never really had any overheating issues with it. I mean, it's, liquid cooled. It's got coolant in the reservoir. It's got coolant in the overflow tank. So even though everything else is kind of janky and hacked together, it does pretty well. We'll go ahead and get up this hill in 6th gear, see what we can do. I didn't really hit it early enough, but oh, okay. It's still in 5th gear. I mean, it'll pull just fine. It pulls really well. I don't have any room to complain about anything like that. I mean, it's not a Ninja 250 or anything like that. It's got torque, but it's a high revving motor, so it's not it's not a lot of low down torque. You do have to wring it out a little bit, but it has no problems really. Okay, Ford Ranger, you see me? We're looking at each other. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how loud I have to speak or anything like that, so if my voice is cracking and I sound like a teenager, I'm sorry. This is just kind of for fun. And alright now, buddy, we're looking at each other. Alright. I don't really like when people come to intersections that quick, but whatever. I don't know, you might be able to hear my cam chain tensioner. It's a little bit loose. That's something else I need to get taken care of. I'd really like to get that and the carbs taken care of over the winter, because I'm not going to ride if it's below 45. I just can't do it. I'm too much of a coward. And if the roads were completely dry, I had some long johns underneath my pants and maybe some better gloves and a better face mask, I might consider it. But then again, that's just, I don't know if that would be any fun or not. Okay, I've got the right of way. Yeah, I'm still learning. I don't know. And I also don't like to race lights. I'm kind of a coward when it comes to that. Because the second I do it, Mr. Policeman will be sitting somewhere really convenient and have me on film, hooning around. I don't need any tickets or anything like that. That's a pain in the butt. Two very crappy shifts in a row. Sorry about that. What is that smell? Yeah, that's the cool thing about motorcycling that kind of caught me off guard. Like whenever you're driving near restaurants or something like that, you get a little free smell. It's pretty awesome. Of course, the backside of that is if you ride on a back road and you pass a farm or stables or, you know, all that good stuff, you get a schnoz full of the other smells, which that's not really my thing. Just wonder what time it is. Yeah, my speedo reads 10 miles per hour fast. I don't, at some speeds, and then it's at like 55 it actually reads 70. So there's another great mystery going on. I don't know what it is, but whatever. I just at first I roll around with the GPS speedo on my phone, and then once I got my speedometer working back in the summer, I saw what speeds were what and everything. Also, you can kind of tell by the RPM a little bit, but I just kind of, you know, just go along with traffic. Don't go too fast, don't go too slow. Just kind of stick with everybody. I've gotten some odd looks today, that's for sure. A few people at stoplights and stuff have looked at me like I'm kind of crazy, which I don't know, no. But I did see another fella in town earlier on his bike. We waited each other, and I don't do the biker wave because I always feel self-conscious. I just go into a full-on Goonie, like, kid wave whenever I see another bike, especially scooters, because those guys are pretty awesome. I definitely wouldn't feel comfortable on a scooter. If it was warmer, I'd go up on that on-ramp and rev it out a little bit, but it is not warm. I am coming to the end of my ride today, I do believe, because the sun will have already been behind the mountain at home for probably an hour, and my hands feel a little bit cold. My face is pretty good today, actually. My little gator's done pretty well. Of course, I'm blabbing a lot, blowing up the inside of my helmet too, so that helps. My ears are kind of feeling it a bit. Hope we have something really good for dinner tonight. So one of those nights where you want some really hot chili or some sort of hot soup for broth. Old Graham High School. Ugh. Place burnt down back in the 50s. Well, there's some guys out there playing some sports ball. More power to them. Whatever. Not my thing. Of course, I don't know why I'm telling anybody this. The only people watching this is probably going to be maybe one or two people. Sounds like crap. But yeah, this was the, looks like it was the last day we're going to have some sunshine and above 40, 45 degree temperatures for at least a week. And the roads are going to be heavily salted and all that nice stuff. I mean, look over there, you know, you can see the wetness of the snow runoff. So I don't want to ride through that. I don't want my bike to have the same issues as my Jeep. So, well, anyway, that's about it. I'm rolling into home, so thanks for watching if you did, and if you didn't, whatever.